Good morning, YouTube. My name's Emery, and today is, I don't have my phone on me, November 10th. November 10th. The only reason I know that is because I had to write some checks to pay some bills this morning. So, yeah, November 10th. And last night we got our first real freeze. I think it was a legit freeze. I can't really tell too much in the leaves just yet, but I can kind of smell it. I think it'll get more pronounced as the morning goes on. But I'm hoping that's going to be the kill shot for all the cotton. That way I can stop spraying. I only just kill shotted one farm because this freeze was coming. So I'm hoping that's going to do it for what I have left and sprayed, and then it'll all just be ready by the time I get to it. That's the hope. So I'm about ready. I went yesterday and picked up tarps, some new tarps. Not many people use tarps anymore because they all have round balers. Not this guy. So got some tarps, got paint, module paint, different things. Got the module builders put back together. I'm really close. I was thinking maybe today, but I think I got a few more things I need to get done. Just small things. Fill up with diesel, check tires, get stuff moved. Thanksgiving lunch at the school for the boys with all the grandparents, just stuff. So I'm just gonna try not to stress about it. I'll get to it when I get to it, but we're getting really close. I dropped this trailer off with the tarps at my parents' house. I definitely smell more of the kind of deadness, but I killed shot this stuff on the end for some reason, just taking longer. Because most of it looks like this. It's already, what was green is dead and crispy. But for some reason, those on the end just takes longer. But this is where we'll start stripping. And anything that's green on there, I'm hoping is dead now. And we can move on. So, looks pretty and white. I don't know how good it's going to be. We'll find out. But this is where we will begin. I got the mule over here yesterday. And the tarps. Emily and the boys will come after school. And when we're close to a house, the mule makes sense. When we get further away, it may not. For them to drive, it may be too cold. But grab some tarps and the hay, the rakes and all that stuff, and come tarp them so Dad and I can keep stripping. At least that's the thought. We're gonna give it a shot. I'm at the barn now. It's been a little bit of a slow start to the morning because I had to run to Stanford, and pick up a little more chemical, unfortunately, because I didn't plan for enough. I really didn't know how much I was going to need to spray. So I got out there and started spraying, and what I found out was I need to spray a little bit more. One more tank than what I allotted. So what's ends up being is every place where we didn't harvest the wheat has a lot of volunteer wheat. Surprise there. I just didn't know how much it would be, and so I sprayed all. Hold on. So the new farms I picked up, two of them. Well, I guess I could say all of them I sprayed because that wheat was plowed under and it was getting a little woolly. But the rest of it needs to be sprayed too. So that's another tank. And then what I have left is another tank to finish a 50-acre farm that was hailed out. And then the rest of it I'll spray between here, the barn, the 160. And that should get everything, I think, for Roundup. And then I'm hoping I can unhook the sprayer, maybe even winterize it and be done with it. I just got to make sure the cotton is done with spraying from the freeze. So that's on my radar. All right, a couple things before I got to get going to Thanksgiving lunch with everyone. I'm taking Grandma. I bought these things. Saw these on the internet, social media. Little like rubber plugs for like hydraulic lines or different things we're working on. I thought that would be awesome because normally I use what do I use? Paper towels. We put paper towels to keep stuff from getting in. It's obviously the oil can leak through the paper towel, but can't leak through those rubber things. So I'm excited to have those for, you know, it would have been nice to have that when I was changing out the lines on the, hold on, I just got lots of stuff going on here. Okay, I gotta clamp some mess around here. But it'd been nice to have that when I was changing all the hydraulic hoses on the builders to plug those lines. I didn't have them, but I have them now. All right, I'm gonna pick up and then I'll show you the next thing I'm gonna do. Okay, now for this CMC module builder. There's some wear plates that are inside that go around the tromper tube. They're little poly plates. We're gonna make some new ones of those. So I need to get those out. I took the bolts out, but this won't make sense until we get up there. But I couldn't get them out because there was too much resistance with the tromper cylinder with the tromper all the way down. So I gotta start the tractor, which should be fine, except the tractor was starting kind of funny the other day. So we're about to find out if the tractor's going to start funny. Got to put brand new batteries on it. It was starting better with the old batteries. The thing is, maybe we left the automatic tromper system on and it's draining them down, but I thought we turned it off. So hopefully this starts. If it doesn't, that's going to be unfortunate. But let's find out and see what happens. It's a cold morning, and if the batteries are weak, it may not do it. That's a good sign. I don't know. The starter's not that old. It's the batteries are brand new. I'm not sure. Let's see what the problem is. Well, let's see if that button's on first, I guess. That turned it on. Yeah, so it was off. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to... So this pin here, well, I actually don't need to do that. I think I'm going to raise this all the way up, and then maybe I can get those thingamajigs out. Maybe not. Plates right in here. They should come out. Which direction, I'm not sure. Okay, I gotta figure that out. This was a cylinder we had to take out. This huge honking thing, this was the booger. Getting this block inside of here with these beads where it's got to ride, where it doesn't twist. But we had to get it twisted. You got to get it out. And so you got to be able to drop the block below where these beads are, to be able to twist it and then to pull it out. And then this hose fitting is tight. It was just a lot. There's a lot going on there, but we got her done. 3 of these out. Well, 4. 1 fell. I think I need to go inside. Oh, I did lose one. Sweet, I got one of the big ones out. You see it there? We had the skid steer in here with the boom working. It was a lot of fun. Dropped my wrench in here the other day. So here's another one I got. And one of the big ones. Okay, so you see them up there, they're starting to want to come out, which is good news. I think with the ladder maybe I can get those. All right, let's see what we can do here. I think these bumpers are in my way. Don't drop it. Ooh. Almost dropped it. Why would those be tighter? Man. Can I? I wondered if I could just spin it out of the way, but I don't think that's going to happen either. Okay, without dropping. Sweet. Okay, project successful. I ended up not being able to get on that head, but I was able to move it over enough and it dropped out. So I think going back, I need to go in the opposite order. Put these in first. Probably put all the tops in first and then do the bottoms. All right, I'm gonna pick up a little bit and then I gotta get going. I'm back from lunch and oh, it was a good lunch. Rural ISD is the place to be. If you're in the area, come check it out. It's turned into a beautiful day. I'm a little bit nervous that it didn't freeze last night. Nervous, disappointed. I'm not sure of the right words here, but looking here at the trees at grandma's and I wish they looked a little more crispy or black. And I don't smell them that bad. So that stinks. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to keep spraying. I'm tired of spraying. Not necessarily the spraying, but the spending the money. And I gotta hook my tractor up to the builder. I don't know. Anyways, but the other day I was spraying and I broke a shear pin on the sprayer. This pin right here. It keeps the boom from going past this point. And so it's made to shear off. It's called a shear bolt. And so I have another actually one in there, but I have this one. Man, I had to get creative. All I had was some channel locks. I had this little thingamajig, this hex deal, but nothing to put it in, and I didn't have so it was a little interesting, but I got it in, and so now I just need to tighten it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Probably don't need to do it on 3. I don't know. Oh, the camera's in the way. There we go. I got that pretty tight by myself. Oh yeah. That's all I had was that little Irwin wrench. So I need to get a 1/2-inch ratchet that just sleeves in here with that tool and a good size crescent wrench. Here on what I'm calling Tully's. I dissed it, ran the field cultivator, and it looks really good flat, but there's quite a bit of volunteer wheat coming up. So I already sprayed this, took care of that, and then I'm going up here to the north half that I have not sprayed. I've done nothing to this besides spray it. I've kept the stubble. Hold on, I don't want to make sure I clear that. So I've done nothing up here to this north half, besides I burned it down with Gramoxone, and then I've sprayed it with Roundup one time, I believe. And so now I've got volunteer wheat coming up. You can see it up above as well. But my priority was this, because I'm going to sow wheat back onto here to get this killed and not be sucking moisture. This, I want to get killed. One, it'll suck moisture. I don't need that till it'll be cotton next summer. But no need to let it sit and grow all winter time, so we're gonna knock it out. All right, just finished the first field. Now I'm on to this next one here that I call Kent's, which is actually the landlord on both of these. So I am going to get this one sprayed, and I've got some obstacles to watch out here for a second. Get it high enough. Okay, so going here on Kent's next to this waterway. I think I've gotten pretty good track lines here. That's one thing I've had a little bit of difficult time, because there's no markers like post anywhere. So I'm kind of using the GPS maps to see visually, and the neighbors. I need to call this neighbor over here because his cotton goes kind of L's around, and then mine has got this is a weird shape as well, to find out if he planted right up to the boundary or the middle of the turn row, because we got a shared turn row up here. So I need to ask him those things. But this field here, you can see the volunteer wheat that's coming up there. I already sprayed where I'm gonna plant wheat, and see it's pretty thick, but just enough to get out. This field was weedier. Well, I say that some of this was pretty weedy. We'll see how it comes back. This had more Johnson grass, and I don't know if that's fair. The part that I just sprayed, the north part of that field, was sorry, I'm about to turn here. It was really clean on the north end of the farm I just was. So its weed pressure is going to be less in moving forward. The south end of that field, very weedy, lots of careless weeds. So we'll see how that goes. This field here was pretty well consistently weedy everywhere. So let me change my track line. Hold on. North Canada. I know. So this field, weedier, lots of careless weeds, more Johnson grass. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Also, this is kind of interesting. There's like a line of these kind of tumbleweeds, and I would bet that there was a tumbleweed that ran across this row, and the wind blew that and deposited it along that path, is my guess. So there it is. I've never seen that in one of my own fields before. I just finished this 50-acre field that was hailed out. So that's everything that was hailed out and not harvested. So I've got a little over half a tank left here. I've got 180 acres to spray it out on. So I'm gonna go to the field right around the barn and spray a little bit there, and then probably spray most of it on the 80-acre field that's right next to it. See you then. I'm spraying this 80 acres, this field called 160, and Dad scraped along here and helped clean all this up from just some washouts, but all this looks like kind of plowed dirt. That's pigs. They've just come through here since the rain and rooting around looking for who knows what, bugs, the rhizomes on grasses. They're not picky. They eat everything. So just thought that was interesting. Obviously where I've scraped, or where we scraped has made the wheat come up the most. I guess it was kind of incorporated, is maybe the thinking there. This was all cut, so what's on the ground out here is from the hail. But this, I'm assuming, it's not all wheat. There's probably some weeds in there, but just the more concentrated area because of the scraping. So I'm gonna get out here in a second and show you this cotton and see if we think it froze or not. I need to hurry up here because I'm gonna run out of light and the temperature inversion is gonna hit. But I haven't sprayed this cotton. That's a good sign. Those leaves are all wilted. I just didn't get it all the way down here. I don't know. But that's a good. I thought that when I was, and the leaves pulled off pretty easy. So it's already starting to die on its own some. So maybe we'll wait some more dry time. I mean, this cotton has done all this on its own. I haven't sprayed it. I don't see a lot of green bolls at the top. There's some. That pops open, so that should dry down and open if there's anything worth getting. But there's really not much cotton on here. That's smiling. Those probably aren't gonna make anyways. That's smiling, that should open. That should open, it just needs time to dry. That, I don't know, it's hard, but it doesn't crack. That cracks. So, maybe just time on this stuff. Maybe it did kill it. Like, I don't know. Some of this stuff, like that leaf just fell off. But I know we got to freeze. This looks better than I was anticipating. So maybe I'm hoping it's gonna finish it off and I don't have to spray anymore, because I need that tractor for the module builder. I need to unhook the sprayer. I'd like to winterize the sprayer, hook to the builder, and start rolling. I may not have the luxury of doing that though. That's it for me. It's I got this tank sprayed out. I probably have about what do I figure? 30, maybe 80 acres that I didn't spray over here. I didn't spray Old Glory. I don't know. I think I'm good. I think I'm done on the spraying on the wheat ground. It's gonna be. There'll be probably more when I come back in the spring after winter, but I need to get done with Roundup so I can decide if I need to do kill shots. I was just texting with a local farmer who's doing a little bit. I don't know. I'll just keep watching it over a little bit. My parents' house should be ready. I can start that soon, but just stuff just keeps popping up, like this Roundup spraying. Wasn't necessarily expecting that. I just have like so little left to get ready, but I need this tractor unhooked. I guess we could run one builder until I get done for sure with spraying, or switch back and forth, which is not ideal, but maybe what I have to do. So anyways, that's for another day. Today I'm going home and going to eat dinner, hang out with the family. So Thanks for watching. I appreciate the support. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends, like the videos, notifications, all the things. You know what to do. I appreciate it. If you're gonna farm, farm it.